What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here with Vince. How's it going?
Doing good, Destin. How are you, man?
Good. I never even attempt to say your last name ever. Ingenious.
Yeah, we'll keep it at that. That works fine for me.
All right. So we're talking about Injustice.
Yes.
On the PlayStation 4.
That's right. This is the Ultimate Edition. So this is the next gen version, and also this is what collects all the different DLCs that have come out before. Adds some new Star Labs missions. Yeah. As well. So I'm writing a review for this piece, trying to give people a sense of whether or not it's worth it to upgrade to this version, or if you're good sticking with what you got.
So if you already bought all the DLC and everything, is this worth it?
Well, that really depends at the end of the day, like how much it matters to you that you can kind of play the game running at 1080p or at 60 frames a second, or if that just isn't a value to you. You know, because like right now, that's like the main thing that there is to say about the game is that it's running a lot smoother than it's ever run before, and which is great, but at the same time, like you can see it's the same game, and there's nothing. They haven't done a lot to change it or enhance it at all. It's the game it's always been, which is to say it's still a great game. So that's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just nothing else changed here. So I would say if you have it already, you're probably good where you are. But that said, it is nice to play it looking all nice and crisp like this. I mean, it does look nice. It's not as nice as say some other next gen games, but it does look still notably smoother and nicer than the original does.
Yeah, so we're just fighting here as we're trying to do commentary.
Yeah, it's tough, and I haven't played this game like since I reviewed it, so it's a little bit rough right now.
But I mean, it looks good. It seems to play just like the other versions did.
Oh yeah.
And there's all my commands and everything.
Yeah, it feels good with the D-pad. There's no fight stick really for the PS4 just yet. So, but if you can tolerate D-pad, it actually feels quite nice.
Yeah, the D-pad on the PlayStation 4 has always been like preferred by fighting game fans, So, I mean, it's still intact. We're all into the fighting game. We're not actually doing the
exactly. We're just like we got nothing to say.
Maybe it was a bad idea to hold the controller, but this game kind of isn't as popular as it used to be, I don't think.
No, it really isn't. It's fallen off, which is too bad because I still think it's a terrific game. It's Evo showing, hurt it a little bit. Those grand finals were a little bit rough. The Superman versus Superman mirror that people weren't totally in love with, but the game's been patched a lot since then, and that's another thing that's worth noting too, is that if this is a game you got into when it first came out, and maybe you thought there was some balance problems.
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Bane of my existence.
Well, Doomsday actually has been buffed since then because he was tough at the beginning, but then once people figured out the matchup, it was like super easy. But yeah, a lot of balanced things have been brought in line. Superman's been brought back down to earth a little bit, and there's more characters, and characters that were in trouble before, like Bane, have been buffed. So it's a situation where if you walked away from the game before because you thought it was kind of you might be happy with what you find. So yeah, I mean, you'll see my full review going up on the site probably at the same time as this video. You might even be reading my review right now. But for more on Injustice Ultimate Edition and all things PlayStation 4, be sure to keep it locked right here. IGN.
Thanks, Vince.